Gentlemen, Steve, Jeff, Barron, this is Grant Cardone videoing from Hollywood, California. Barron sent me an email 2 days ago saying, hey Grant, could you put together a little clip so the people here, the executives here that shoot TV and make decisions could see exactly what you do when you come to the UK and give a turnaround version, my turnaround TV show version in the UK. So rather than me telling you what I'm going to do is use my own personal business. Let's face it, all businesses fail. The question is, do they fail long term or just short periods of time? So when I go into a company, what I'm looking for is the real problems. The people in the business don't know the problems. If they knew the problems, they wouldn't have them. So what I do is I go into a company and identify real, actual problems. I tell you what, rather than me telling you, follow me. I'll show you what I do. This is the sales department, okay? I'm going to blow in on the sales department and show them how to sell something. That's going to increase morale, it's going to drive revenue, and it's going to make the business successful. That's what people all over the world are not doing.
Sales meeting every day for 2 years.
This is a guy on a phone call right now. He's having trouble. Okay, I'm going to intervene. I'm going to drop in, not discuss after. I'm going to drop in.
Okay, so why don't I do this? I'll give you a call at the end of the month, and then we can see where we're at and see if things change.
Let me hit that call.
Oh,
hey,
wow, really?
This is Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, your business is
Yes, sir.
Grant Cardone here. How you doing?
This ain't Grant Cardone.
more familiar
Yes,
with
this
Grant
is.
Cardone, you know, if he sees a salesperson
Is he Grant Cardone?
This is Grant Cardone, sir.
or a certain type of
Oh, my
client,
God.
then you
Grant
can
Cardone?
use a log
The
line,
Grant
just
Cardone?
send it right here, put your hand. Why are you sitting there last week?
Well,
Hey.
I never thought I'd be talking to you on the phone. I'm always talking to your people.
On average, they're 5.
Well,
How many people are working for you then, bro?
You know what? You're talking to me right now. Hey, and the reason I'm jumping on this call, Carlos, is because I heard Jared say something about he's going to call you back next month.
There's literally 300 videos.
Yeah, I just need some time to look at this thing, man. I want to finish out my month.
Okay, but let me ask you something. Why did you look at it in the first place?
Well, I have an interest in training, man. I have an interest in getting my people trained.
And why do you have an interest in getting your people trained?
Well,
Obviously, the better trainer or the more revenue it is, the less expensive.
Okay, so what's important to you? What problem are you trying to solve?
In that, we're going to include a ticket for
Well, I want to get them to be able to handle all the situations that they encounter, man. I want to get my green peas better trained. I want to get my veterans excited again. You know, I mean, I'm trying to survive like anybody, man. I'm trying to expand my
Good.
business.
And Carlos, excuse me, but do you feel like you're missing opportunities right now?
Yes.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, we all do.
Good. So you didn't call Jared, you didn't show interest in our product because you wanted to save money. You called Jared because you want to increase your income by your revenue by having your people better handle situations, get your veterans experience, and get your newer salespeople trained.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, but I just don't want to spend as much on your product as what he's asking too. I mean, can't you guys do better than that? $1,500 a month's pretty high, man.
Well, the $1,500 a month, that's your objection, is the cost? See, he's moved already.
Well, that's one of the objectives. Sure, you know, $1,500 a month. I just kind of wrap my arms around that.
Yeah, well, let me explain to you that it's not $1,500 a month, it's $36,000.
Is that yourself?
Plus the $4,000 startup fee, which means it's $40,000. I need you to think about a $40,000 decision, not a $1,500 a month decision. You're going to be on this program 2 years, not 1 month. If you're not going to be on it 2 years, you need to tell me that up front, because then we don't need to do it. It won't work anyway. Let me ask you a question, Carlos.
I will.
When's the last time your company spent $40,000?
Thank you.
We probably spend almost that a month on advertising.
Have you ever had it not work?
Well, you can't ever really put a finger on it, but I'm sure, you know, it's working somehow. We want to keep spending the money.
Right. So look, you're going to spend $40,000 to train your people over 2 years, to handle every opportunity that comes to you, and you spend $480,000 in the same period of time on advertising. This represents basically 8% of your ad budget. Do you want to train your people? Do you want them motivated? If so, if you're going to do this sooner or later, I'm going to suggest, and that's why I'm getting on the call, take time out of the equation and let's do this.
Oh,
The reason I got on the call was to assure you that I'm here to support you and help you. Look, Carlos,
Tell
if,
them to fax me a contract. Jesus Christ.
Carlos, I appreciate your business.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, and also,
Great
hey,
talking to you, man. I can't believe I got a chance to talk to you. That was dynamite, man.
Hey, let me-
Appreciate you getting on the phone.
well, that's what everybody should be doing right now to make businesses work so they survive and prosper. What's your home address? I want to send you something personal for me.
935 Eldridge, Sugarland, Texas, 77478.
You got horses?
Yes, sir, I do.
What's the zip code again? I missed it.
77478.
Okay, good. Do you have any concerns about doing this?
Yeah.
No, man, my concern was the money, but I mean, the way you explained it to me, it makes sense, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's right. Would there be any Would there be any reason you would change your mind?
No, man, I'm not going to change my mind. Let's go for it.
I'm
Listen, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
I'm sending it to you right now. Thank you so much for your business, and look for your mailbox. Look in your mailbox for something special.
Mary,
Thank you, man. Great talking to you.
Okay,
Grant.
thank you. So, you see, what we do is, look, it's not always going to work like that, but if the executive drops in, brings in the altitude, brings in the enthusiasm, even if I would have failed, I restore my sales department. They see that I'm watching. They see that it's happening. Now they see success. That's what I want to come to the UK and do, to wake the UK up.